You're live.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's 4 o'clock-ish, 4 o'clock-ish on the Eastern Seaboard. And you know what time it is? It's Thursday, so you know what day it is. It's time to cuss with Gus. Gus Demos from perpetualassets.com. Gus, what's going on, buddy?
Happy Thursday, my friend. Happy Thursday. Sorry, we couldn't connect last week.
No, that's entirely my fault, man. I think it was
Dude,
my,
it's
it was totally my fault.
dude, it's not your fault. Dude, you're making it rain miracles on a daily basis, bro. Shit happens. you're, you're like my boy Scaramucci, dude. The guy's fucking awesome.
Guys, you gotta love it, man. That's that New York gangster mentality right there.
Dude, that's just a straight up cool paisan.
Yeah.
Like you could tell, he's like, yeah, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah.
no, he fits in perfect. I can't believe they didn't bring him in out of the gate. That guy's fucking hilarious.
I think it's all part of the plan, bro. Is put these these asshats in who do a half-ass job and let them fail and fall on their own swords. So this way he gets his agenda in. I mean, think about it. If he put all his people in the beginning, you think he would have gotten Gorsuch elected as Supreme Court? No, it would have been a little difficult, right?
Yeah, because that kind of raised a lot of, and even like those of us who side with Trump, like and that's what's so crazy about how fucking stupid the liberals are. There was actually like legitimate grievances that even people on the right had, but instead of focusing on the legit shit, like the cabinet, the Goldman guys or the establishment guys or the neocons, they want to focus about, again, Putin under your bed.
Right.
So maybe there's a chance you're 100% correct. Like he put the establishment fuckers in there to try to get shit done or play nice at first.
Mm-hmm.
But the Priebus has lasted way too fucking long.
Oh, yeah, Priebus he's next, man. Priebus looks like the kind of guy he's been wearing knee pads his entire life, and that's how he was able to climb the political ladder, so to speak.
Dude, he's a total establishment guy. He's a Romney guy.
He's a fluffer, bro. He's
an establishment motherfucker. Like that.
I hate him.
That guy's nothing but fucking trouble. And all the theories now is that's why Mooch threw him under the bus, or theoretically threw him under the bus in that tweet.
Yep, I agree.
So I honestly hope it is Priebus, and I hope he's fucking out on his head. It never should have. Priebus never should have got that job, but maybe you're right. Maybe he was just playing nice with the establishment out of the gate.
Yep.
But dude, they're not doing what he wants anyway. Like they're not playing ball. The list came out yesterday. The senators who voted against the Obamacare repeal. It's the same fucking neocons. It's the same establishment fucking neocon. Oh, thank God, Senator McCain's healthy again. He came back to fucking vote no on the repeal. Like, oh God, you made it.
And it's funny how Trump played him on the tweet. Like, if you caught it, I'm so glad that John McCain was so brave enough to come back. What an American hero!
Yeah.
Knowing the asshole was going to vote no.
Yeah, dude. They've been running for 8 years. We've been hearing from these motherfuckers that repeal, and then they control. And this is me throwing Republicans under the bus right now.
Yeah,
they control every single federal branch of government. Like,
right.
You have utter control right now. I mean, there's no excuses. You should be able, at least until the 2018 fucking Senate and Congress gets in there, and that's assuming there's a shift in power. Until that happens, you have full reign.
Well, Gus, I mean, here's the deal. I mean, they couldn't repeal Obamacare. They couldn't pass the tax cuts, but they got another Russian sanctions through. Yay!
Well, that's, again, me and you point this out all the time. That's when when the neocons and the Democrats come together, that's when you know you're really being fucking conned. Mm. Like, it doesn't matter if it's banker bailouts, the next war, spying on you. Where they agree is fucking everyone up the ass.
Yeah.
That's where they come together. That's when
the only difference is the only debate they have is whether or not they're going to use lube, and if so, how much.
Yeah. Is this going to be a hardcore, like, locker room anal rape, or are they going to be gentle? Are they going to be a gentle visitor at the brothel?
That's all it is. That's what the debate is, man. That's it. That's what it comes down to.
But we need sanctions. and I saw this wonderful tweet. I was like, oh yeah, we just renewed all these sanctions, and someone's like, you mean all the countries that had nothing to do with 9/11? Like it was, none of this has anything to do with anything. It's just,
right.
Oh, we have these sanctions because we haven't, overthrown their governments yet, or put in our puppet regime, or like, just shut the fuck up. Like, dude, where the fuck is healthcare? Where's the Federal Reserve audit?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is like the shit like we're supposed to? And dude, it lets you know, as much. It's hard. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if Rand Paul won, or Trump, or Ron Paul. It doesn't matter if you win or I win tomorrow. Like there's so much fucking cancer in the government that you need other, and the government was set up with checks and balances and making sure none of the three branches got out of control, and the states could always check the feds and blah blah blah. So there are all these checks and balances, but if the cancer is fucking systemic throughout the system, we could debate Trump's intentions all fucking day,
right?
But we'll even if they're good intentions, they won't go through. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, so do I love the fact do I love the tranny shit? Of course. Do I love the mooch shit? Of course. But like people got to hold Republicans' feet to the fire. We cannot, dude. We cannot fall guilty to what we make fun of liberals about. No. You make fun of liberals because the fucker wins the Nobel Peace Prize the same day drone strikes are happening.
Right.
Like, so we cannot be hypocrites. We cannot be full of shit. You cannot let. The most wonderful way I always put it is ideology cannot drive reality. Reality should be driving ideology.
Correct.
So if we're anti this, anti that, pro this, pro that, once you're don't be a fucking mindless sheep. It doesn't matter if you're left or right. If you're on the right and these fucking neocons are fucking you, like, speak up. Playtime's over. Like, say something. Like, it's not. We fight liberals with all we have, but sometimes you have to realize the neocons are fucking con artists too. Like, this isn't just a fucking liberal problem. So it's, again, dude, there's so much that should be done, and I don't know. A lot of what I'm seeing has been good. A lot of what I'm seeing has been like, fuck. Can this country ever be saved? Fucking, yeah. I don't think so. I mean, McCain keeps getting fucking reelected, doesn't he? Lindsey Graham keeps getting fucking reelected. They still fucking love Marco Rubio, who wants to like start World War III yesterday. Again, it's there are certain things I love that I'm saying, but other things still fucking terrify the shit out of me. We can't fall guilty to rooting for the home team. Like, yeah, the Republicans. Don't forget it was the Republicans that gave the bankers the bailout. I mean, let's cut the bullshit. It was the WMDs, Iraq, Afghanistan. So these people aren't fucking angels. So again, it's diligence. Just stay on top of it all and fucking be objective, dude. Don't let our hatred for Democrats and liberals and social justice warriors, don't let that make us blindly follow anyone.
Yeah.
You still have to keep these fuckers accountable.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. 1000%. The other thing is that we got to realize, I think these guys are on borrowed time, man. I think 2018, the big swamp training begins.
Dude, a lot of them are such fucking dinosaurs, man.
Yeah. Like,
they're just, and they've been in politics for like 30, 40 years. Like, they're just, dude, Tucker's been throwing that crazy bitch under the bus. What's her name? Maxine Waters or whatever.
Oh my God. It's just psycho.
Well, dude, you point out little shit like that. Like, this bitch has been in government for 20 or 30 years, and she owns like a $5 million house or whatever. It's like, I'm doing the math here. Post-tax money. How the fuck do you own that mansion? Like, what the fuck? Like, nothing. She's like, oh, you're bringing up my investments as racist. I'm like, what? What the fuck? Like, it's all, they revert back to the same shit they always use. But it's these career political politicians it's beyond dangerous. And again, once, dude, they're immune. I forget how, when it was a big story like 4 or 5 years ago, like congressional people in Congress were like immune to certain insider trading laws, so that they could get like insider tips.
Well,
the same laws.
A dumb bitch like Maxine Waters, so as dumb as a box of rocks, she's worth tens of millions of dollars. Like how?
Dude, look at the net worth of a lot of these.
Look at Nancy Pelosi, 150 million net worth.
Well, and they aren't insane, leaders of industry or finance that went into politics. These are like career politicians.
Absolutely.
And the queen of the fucking liberals, Elizabeth Warren, has a net worth of like 15 million or something.
Right.
And she was like a fucking
and lives in a $5 million home.
Yeah, it's like, did you start a company I'm unaware of? Like, where the fuck did you make your money? None of it makes sense.
Well, we just didn't realize that Hillary Clinton is also such a smart investor. She can get to cattle futures and get option trades and some of the most riskiest trades imaginable, and she does fairly well. And that's why she's worth, close to $1 billion.
Dude, it to ignore. I don't know why the fact, especially when you pull up like the stats of what a lot of these people pay in taxes and shit. And I don't know how their voters ignore the parasitic nature of what, like, the carpets don't match the drapes. These are multimillionaires telling you to hate the 1%, and they are the 1%. None of it makes any fucking, like, you're being conned, and it's a bunch of rich people who pay like 15-20% taxes telling you need to pay more taxes. And the enemy isn't the 1%; they are the 1%. The enemy is the middle class. The enemy is the people making $80K to $150K, feeding 6 mouths or whatever. That's their enemy. Dude, Bannon of all people, like something leaked where he proposed a tax on people who make over 5 million of like 44% or something like that. Mm-hmm. And all these a bunch of Hollywood liberals started like screaming on Twitter, like, this is fucking disgusting. It's like, you're all liberals. You want high taxes. Like, yeah. When a Republican poses it, it's disgusting. When a liberal, bases an entire ideology or campaign around it, it's, we love poor people. No, you don't. It's just all bullshit. Like, it's just trendy to be liberal.
Yeah, it's virtue signaling, man. I mean,
of course.
It's a violation of trans rights. Join the military is on the right.
Do you think Priebus is out or going to be out soon?
I have a feeling Priebus is, man. I think because he has nowhere to brown nose to. He realizes that you can't brown nose with Donald Trump. He hates that kind of behavior. He hates that servile behavior. The types of dudes he respects is people who could actually stand up to him, curse him back out, and get in his face. He likes that, And
you think he's gonna straighten things out with Sessions, or you think this is like political theater?
Well, it could be political theater, but it could also be that Jeff Reefer Madness Sessions could possibly be replaced, and there are rumors in the wind that it could be my boy Rudy Giuliani.
You think it goes Giuliani? Huh?
If it goes Giuliani as the AG, oh my God! They thought the pedos thought that they were scared under Sessions. Whoo! Because Giuliani I like because he's hardline against crime, but he's a social liberal. But he's also fiscal conservative, and he's like when it comes to law and order, he's straight up gangster.
Well, the two red flags for me coming out of Justice. They're doing a bunch of amazing shit, but the two red flags for me were the civil asset forfeiture is a big fucking.
I hate that. I don't know what the hell's wrong with Sessions and the stupid war on drugs bullshit.
And that's number two, the war on drugs thing. So overriding states' rights for drugs is a little fucked up. That's anti-Republican. That's anti-libertarian.
Well, he's also kicking back. You remember when you and I were kids, man? They have the stupid DARE program.
Oh God!
And all the kids that went through DARE program, they all became cokeheads in high school.
yeah. Naturally, you tell someone not to do something, they do it 10 times as hard.
Exactly. Sessions is kicking. He's restarting DARE.
Yeah, well, dude, and I don't really even use drugs. I'm a libertarian and I'm consistent. So If someone, you own your own body, you own your own life. I really don't care if you want to jump off a fucking bridge. It's your business.
It's your business.
As long as you're not hurting anyone else, fuck off.
Exactly.
But the civil asset forfeiture does bother me. That's guilty until proven innocent.
Bro, I had a buddy. Okay, check this out. I had a buddy who was helping. This was years ago. I had a buddy of mine who was helping, disenfranchised people, helping them get out of debt, helping them improve their credit score. So a lot of these disenfranchised people, they're unbankable, right? They don't have debit cards or bank accounts. So they were literally giving this guy cash. So he was driving from one part of New York. I guess he was going to Jersey or something like that. And he gets pulled over. And he doesn't know his rights. He's just a hardworking guy. He's helping disenfranchised people. Cop's like, I'm going to have to go search your car. So I got nothing to hide. And his suitcase is there. The cop takes out his suitcase, opens it up. There's like almost $20,000 in cash. The cop's like, what's this? It smells like marijuana. Right?
Yeah, and he could totally make that up too. There's no way to prove that in court.
And my guy has the receipts, the applications, and down to the penny of what each person paid that totaled that close to $20,000. Everything's accounted for. The freaking cops took it.
No,
you know how effed up that is?
That it doesn't matter about if you're where you fall on the political spectrum. The whole concept of asset forfeiture is it's so anti-American, it's so anti-freedom, it's so it's so fucking anti-fucking Magna Carta. It's like it's basically, we get to take your shit by force, and then we'll talk about if you did anything wrong later. Like, you don't know, trial by jury later, whatever, like due process later. Like, but in the meantime, bank accounts, family heirlooms, watches, gold, cash under the mattress, whatever the fuck we want, we're taking it. Frozen brokerage accounts.
Yeah.
That's government overreach on steroids. Dude, and that it doesn't matter if you're a liberal. It doesn't matter if you're a liberal, a Republican, a libertarian, or a Democrat. The government being able to take your shit by force when you've been convicted of nothing is fucked up. Very fucked. And that should worry a lot of people.
People should be in the streets, because here's the deal, man. Some asshole politician would be like, hey, well, that person, we shouldn't be carrying cash. Shouldn't be carrying cash. Cash is the criminal. You know how many freaking people, how many tens of millions of people? I think it's like 92 million people right now are underbanked in this country. I think it was some insane number, bro.
It's not. It's irrelevant. It's not illegal to carry cash.
Exactly.
Dude, there's a new show on Netflix, and I started watching it. It's about it's with Jason Bateman. It's about money laundering. It's called Ozarks, named after the lake region in Missouri. The guy moves from. He works for the Mexican cartel. He's a money launderer. He works.
I gotta watch this.
Dude, it's a pretty fucking awesome show. Ozarks. You'll like. It's on Netflix. Anyway, moral of the story is, push comes to shove, he has to go to the bank and withdraw like $4 million. So he tries arranging it for 48 hours. And the bank president comes down. This guy from security comes down. This guy from the Treasury Department comes down. They're like trying to talk him out of it or say they don't have it. He gave him like a 2-day heads up. And he goes, listen, he goes, if I want to take this $4 million, put it in a fucking bathtub, swim in it, and set it on fire, that's none of your fucking business. What do I do with my fucking money? Dude, it's already been taxed, scumbag. It's not your shit anymore. Like, it's my shit. Right. So the fact that they convince you, like, oh, you have to, you're Osama bin Laden if you want to carry cash. Like, dude, fuck you. At what point did you con the country into this way of thinking? Dude, this is America. This isn't fucking the USSR. I'm allowed to have cash. Fuck off. Right. But it all ties into what's really going on. They not only do they want to have the right to confiscate your shit whenever they feel like it, that's why they hate Bitcoin. That's why they hate cryptos. That's why they hate gold. That's why they hate fine art. That's why they hate, they hate anything they can't seize on, whenever the fuck they feel like it.
Exactly.
But the civil asset forfeiture that's somewhere where everyone, doesn't matter if you're a social justice warrior, a hipster, a fucking communist, that's somewhat thing. everyone should be able to agree on. Like, this is fucked up. I mean, come on. Like, because dude, a lot of police departments view that as fucking revenue. Like,
of course they do.
Yeah, this is where we get to look at this guy's a suspected drug dealer. We get to keep this and do this and keep that, and it's free shit for them.
It is.
And
it pays for their budgets, man. It pays for their budgets.
Yeah, that's
budgets. Incentivizing bonuses for cops. They've incentivized it. They absolutely incentivize the most unconstitutional thing you do, which is civil assets forfeiture. They have no business with that.
No, not at all, dude. And again, that's the greatest shame of what's happened in this country in the last 2 years. Yeah. The fact that our side, the freedom loving, the free market, the libertarian side, we're like so anti-state power and economically, social, whatever, just like leave us alone. But the left has gotten so fucked up the last 2 years with all their violence and this and that. And I constantly have to remind myself of this. They've made us side with the government on shit because they've gotten so violent and so disruptive and so dangerous with all their bullshit that we have to stick up for the rule of law. Mm-hmm. When usually, like, dude, I'm usually 99% of the time, unless it's a Bolshevik throwing a fire fucking bottle through a window, I'm anti-establishment. I'm anti-corruption. I'm anti, dude, the military. I've been fighting militarization of police for fucking 7 years. Like, that's the fact that the local law enforcement, every local law enforcement now needs tanks and body armor and this and that. That's scary shit. I mean, and it's not good because, dude, not every cop is a good cop. I ran into a sick fuck like 9 months ago, like literally was ready to draw a gun on me for jaywalking.
You're kidding me? Wow,
dude, it was fucked up. It was and it was right when all the it was right when all the Black Lives Matter shit was going on. It was literally so I know like all the cops were tense and they had all that shit going on, but I was carrying like 4 big bottles of fucking water across the street. There was no car in sight for like a half mile.
Where, Chicago?
No, this is in Cali. And I'm wearing, dude, it's 8 a.m. in the morning, wearing a hat backwards, pajamas. I literally, I look like I just fucking woke up from a frat party.
Right.
So I'm carrying the bottle of water. There's no car in sight for a half mile. I just crossed the street during a no walk sign on foot. Dude, the guy speeds up like he's fucking drag racing, crosses 3 lanes, parks like diagonally in the middle of a fucking busy road, jumps out of his fucking car, and he's like, "Give me your fucking license." And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not robbing a fucking bank. I'm carrying, it's like jaywalking. Chill the fuck out." And so I tried like relaxing, but then I realized I was just dealing with a fucking power hungry psycho. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just like, it's fucking jaywalking. Give me my fucking ticket so I can get the fuck out of here. Right. Like, again, I'm not good at like people thinking they have authority over me for nothing. Like, yeah, dude, am I heard? Like, did you catch me in the middle of an armed robbery? What the fuck are we talking about here? Like, fuck off.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, and again, I've usually the majority of my life I've been anti-authority, anti-government, anti the rest of it. But again, they've gotten so out of control and violent that you're forced to like empathize with the fucking cops and shit. Like,
yeah.
Well, I can't stick up for people who are literally throwing bricks at buildings or other people. It's like you're breaking the non-aggression principle. You're the one initiating violence, not the cops. So
right.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Those are the few things that bother me. I'm happy. This might offend a lot of people, but I'm happy with the transsexual thing. That's way old. Dude, it had to be. Dude,
you should have heard my rant this morning, bro. It's classic.
Dude, I'll go back and listen to it.
It's hilarious.
Dude, they went too far with it all. Okay, so not only are they, first of all, this policy is like a year old at its current extent, but not only do they have, not only could you be transsexual, but now you have to pay for the surgery and the estrogen pills and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
dude, they went too far. When you try pushing it on kids, when you try pushing them in the military, you went too far. And the trans thing is one of the many reasons Trump won. When gender studies take precedence over biology departments, we have a serious fucking problem.
Sure.
Like that's you've crossed the line. Now the science that you claim you love so much, you're arguing against it.
Correct.
Chromosomes don't matter, organs don't matter, genitals don't matter, bone density doesn't matter. It's all what someone thinks in their head. That's what they really are. I'm a leprechaun. Give me a tank. Like, what the fuck? This
is a great thing that I tweeted out. This YouTube guy called No Bullshit. He's like a conservative libertarian guy who was commenting on what happened in what's currently happening in Sweden. They're rolling out non-gender binary schools where you have like whole swaths of men and women that walk around calling themselves hens, like HEN, hens.
God damn.
And meanwhile, they're getting taken over by the muzzies. They're being raped left and right. And all at the same time, they're having a war against masculinity. They're feminizing the very men that could be saving their country and their culture. But no, I guess wearing a burqa is better, I guess, huh?
Well, dude, here's what's really fucked up. A couple things. Because what you said, I've realized the last couple weeks, and I think I mentioned it during one of our talks a couple weeks ago. If you're dude, Muslim guys, and I've met a lot of them throughout my whole life, and dude, and black guys are alpha as fuck.
They are.
And you know what's fucking insane? Liberals are okay with it.
Yeah.
Like if you are in quote unquote in one of their
classes.
Yeah, if you're in one of their oppressed groups, like you're allowed to be alpha as fuck.
Right. Just don't be a white dude and be alpha.
Exactly, dude, exactly fucking right. If you're
such a misogynist, Gus, I don't like the way you're saying it.
Dude, I haven't met many Muslim guys that are like fucking emasculated pussies. Yeah, they're alpha as fuck.
Yep.
Like they're almost like toxic alpha. Like we're gonna beat the shit out of all of our sisters or what? Like they're insane alpha. They're like barbarian alpha.
They really are, man. That goes for either Arabic men in general, Arabic men, whether they are Muslim or Christian or even Jewish. That whole Middle Eastern culture it's a very alpha patriarchal culture. And when they get over to like places like Sweden or whatnot, these North Africans getting over to places like Sweden, they're seeing these pussified gynocentric culture. Oh man, they're running roughshod.
Yeah, and that's the irony of it all. If you are in one of their quote unquote oppressed groups, you are allowed to keep your manhood. If you're not in one of the oppressed groups, you have to fucking you have to get those testosterone levels reduced extremely.
Dude, it's a cuckold cultural and political culture. It really is.
Well, dude, I think it all comes down to they just don't want us to be able to stick up for ourselves. Like that's all it comes down to. Like if all these oppressed groups rule the roost, if a man is burning through 3 wives in his lifetime, the wife keeps running off with the fucking tennis instructor because she got brainwashed by Sex and the City or whatever. Like it's true. Like, dude, they're breaking men down. Like how many times can a man be shattered? How many times can a court take away his kids? Wow. How many times could a woman take away half his net worth? How many? Exactly. Like, they're breaking these men. I mean, they're just, and at some point, not only are they breaking them, but society is okay with it. Like it's like, this is just feminism. Yeah, girl power. It's like, no, there's nothing.
Girl power my ass. What's happening is you're destroying families.
Yeah,
you're destroying kids. Dude, study after study after study after study has shown that if in a situation where if one parent had to die, if it's between a choice between the mom and the dad, the kid's actually better off with the dad. I don't care how politically incorrect that sounds, but that is the damn truth. That's the damn truth.
Well, dude, the Ben Shapiro lays this out really nice. He says, and with stats to back it, he's like, if you want your children to be successful or the next generation, you basically need 3 variables. It's get a job, finish high school, and don't have kids before you're married. Like there is that, dude. When you see the divorce rates, like that should alarm everyone. I mean, and you marry some abusive Ike Turner son of a bitch, leave him. But dude, a lot of these women leaving now because they're like bored. Like
that's all it is.
He doesn't understand me anymore. He doesn't
understand me anymore.
Well, it's been flipped. 50 years ago, 60 years ago, like if you watch the show Mad Men, like it's the whole theory of, oh, and the guy starts banging a secretary, and the 50-year-old man leaves for the 25-year-old, and blah, blah, blah. That's been flipped to like the wife is banging the yoga instructor. Yeah. She leaves. They've been married for fucking, 2 years. She's banging the yoga instructor. She has a 2-month-old baby at home. Like, it's like, you hear these stories and you're like, what the fuck? I mean, yeah, dude, I mean, I get it. People, sometimes you marry a piece of shit, and it holds true for women and men. If you marry an evil fucking bitch, get the fuck out of there. If you marry an evil asshole, get the fuck out of there. But like,
hey man, Medea said it best, man. If a person shows you, she said, honey, if a person shows you who they really are, believe them. It's true.
Dude, as a single guy, here's the one thing I will tell you. It's they a lot of them leave the crazy and evil off the resume. Like you
exactly.
They don't show that. They don't announce that on the first date. Sometimes it takes like 3 to 6 months to sniff that shit out. So you could
take 3 to 6 months, correct?
Well, you can't. So my 3 major red flags, dude. I've gotten less picky as I've gotten older. Like here's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm all about marriage and I'm all about kids. I'm trying to avoid someone who's evil, insane, and retarded. Like, that's about it. At this point, that's about it. Like, so when I was 25, it was a much fucking longer list. But now I'm like, all right, evil, insane, retarded. You can't retarded. You could sniff out pretty quick. Like if you'll sniff that. First date, absolutely. You're like, oh my shit.
You won't meet crazy until like the 3rd or 6th month period. That's when you meet crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Evil and crazy is a little bit trickier. Yeah, that one's like, oh, I left for a week and she cleaned out my bank account. Oh, she's trying to bang my friend. Oh, so a lot of that shit. The first time she gets drunk or this or that. So and dude, piece of shit guys I know are the same way. A guy that shows up on a first date isn't going to start beating the shit out of a woman. No, it's so the guys hide evil and crazy too, but so do women. Yeah. It slips out. You're like, fuck. So that's why I'm still single. It's like sometimes men's greatest flaw is, I think, and now we're going off into me venting about dating, but it's men's greatest flaw is thinking waist down way too much. When we actually have to think about is she a good person? Is she going to be a good mother? Is she going to be a good wife? Is she going to be, if I die, this woman's going to, I have to entrust her with what's most valuable to me in the world, my children. Like most guys don't think that way. It's, does she get my penis hard? Great. We're good. Like, that's a huge.
That gets old quick, man. And that gets old quick. Well, you know what I'm saying?
Of course, I think women do have a gift of analyzing what a guy brings to the table.
Of course.
more than guys.
Right.
Yeah, women are like, is he going to be a good father? Is he going to be a good provider? Is he going to keep me safe? Is he going to like? Women look at that shit. All we look at is, do I want to bang her? We're good to go. Like, and that's where men fuck up.
I'll tell you right now, man. It's just like I'll tell you right now. It's like wise man once told me, if you're going to go look for someone, you try to find somebody who is involved in businesses like child care, child rearing, child development. That kind of tells you who that type of person is.
I've always been a sucker for like nurses.
Exactly, stuff like that. Caring for people. That's like a great career. And then and the wise man told me, if you find one of the most successful guys I know, he takes me to the side when I was a young guy. He's like, then once you establish that, then go find yourself a nice, traditional, old-fashioned Hispanic girl. I was like, okay, as sure as shit. That's what I did, bro.
Dude, but they
Zero
usually
problems.
Dude, they usually have. Am I crazy, or do they usually have strong fathers?
Bingo.
Religious families.
Bingo.
Nuclear family. Like,
yep.
It's a good. They're
in my personal opinion, they're the hottest women on planet Earth.
No, they're beautiful. When you start to, I'm a sucker for the dark skin, dark hair thing. And
oh my god, the whole Mediterranean thing. Don't forget about it.
Mediterranean, Brazilian, Mexican.
Exactly.
I'm all in. So
Rican, Cuban, exactly.
But I got to look at us. We're guys, and we revert to looks right away.
I know. But it was the second thing. But the first thing is like the heart, though. All these other things.
No, dude, it's the whole package, man. It's
man. When I found out my wife, she was like running her childcare business and all that other stuff. When I first met her, when I started coming, I was like, all right, that's cool. She's she's awake, she's open minded. And I'm like, she's very alert to the way the things of the world are, which is rare, extremely rare. I mean, most chicks have no idea how the world works or what's really going on in the world. So this was a major plus for me. Then when I see this buxom, smoking hot, half Puerto Rican, half Spaniard chick just, bouncing down the steps coming up to my car, I was like, I need to take this chick off the market with the quickness. Dude, I had no desire to get married. I was taking my time. I swear, I was like, yo, that's a wrap.
Well, they say that's when it happens though, when you stop looking.
You're not looking, man.
Yeah, you stop looking, and that's when it happens. The
best thing I've ever done in my life, bro.
Dude, have you noticed the abundance, like the last couple years, of like 25-year-olds female like teachers like molesting 15-year-old boys?
Yeah, like, what the hell's going on with that? It's crazy. First thing I said that was terrible. Second thing was, how come this never happened to me when I was younger?
No, well, I'm torn. I mean,
I'm kind of torn. And then the third thing is, I'm like thinking, like, what were those young idiots thinking? Who ratted? Who ratted? Well, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, dude. I'm trying to figure out, like, and a lot of these women are like attractive women too. And
I know. That's the problem. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? It's weird, bro.
Dude, none of it makes sense. I'm like, well, is it? It kind of goes back to our culture. Like, has the culture reached a point where like a 25-year-old attractive woman who literally, like, when you're 20, dude, as much as it pains me to admit, from 15 to 30, a woman really has the world by the balls. Like, they have their pick of the litter. A 25-year-old woman could get any guy she wants from 20 to 40.
Yep.
So like you own the dating field at 25.
Yep.
So, and they're banging 15-year-old dudes.
What the hell is going on? Well, but that's what's going on here, man. It's like either we're being so damn emasculated as a society that there's slim picking. Something's off. Like, the father figure is done. He's been sniped out of the whole equation. Something's seriously off, bro.
Well, yeah, they're going after like these kids with like one fucking pube on their testicles. I'm like,
I know.
What is going on?
There's no hair on their peaches, nothing, dude.
Yeah, it's like a 14, 15-year-old kid. I'm like, dude, because 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you heard it happen occasionally, but it seems like
now it's like rampant.
Dude, once a month I'll see some story, like another 26-year-old, and then you see the woman's picture and you're like, dude, she's kind of fucking hot.
Dude, I know. I'm like, yeah, it probably looks like a cow, probably some creeper. And I'm like, oh, my bad.
Yeah, and a lot of the times they'll be married with like
and then TJ and I are like, how come this didn't happen to us when we were boys?
Well, that's how I used to respond to it like 5 years ago. I'm like, you lucky son of a bitch. Yeah, obviously, yeah. I mean, because when it's weird that it is still morally fucked up, but it is.
But dude, when you're like 16, 17, come on.
No, dude, I'm with you. I'm a guy.
We're not like millennials who just want to like sit in the basement and play video games all day. And
no, dude, of course, no. I'm with you, dude. That's where my head was at. But if I had a son and he was like, and some 26-year-old, and he was like 14, and some 26-year-old was banging him, I might have a problem with that. I'd be like, oh, yeah. Dude. Because she might fuck with your head. I mean, do I think he's being raped? Probably not, but it's still fucked up. Like it's.
What if he was like 16 or 17? That'd be kind of different, wouldn't it?
No, dude, I'd be able to handle it at 14 myself, but it's
no, exactly. That's what I'm saying, Doug. Yeah, I remember this, man. I remember ninth grade, freshman year in high school. Me and my best buddy, we were always on time. The only class we were on time for was I think it was social studies and history. History was taught by the teacher. I think it was Mrs. Rodriguez. Used to teach our class. We would show up to class on time, ahead of schedule. Sat in the front too, the whole 9 yards.
best attention. Bringing a fucking apple every day.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, anything, man. I mean, go. You do whatever you can for extra. Can I stay after school?
Well, yeah. What's the Van Halen song? Hot for Teacher.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, dude, we've all had one.
Of course.
At least, but I don't remember.
But what's going on these days? This is crazy.
No, yeah, it happens a lot more than it used. Like I don't remember. To my knowledge, none of my buddies were pulling that shit.
No, because we'd all be bragging about it in the locker rooms, dude.
Oh yeah, no, we would have treated them like gods at every party.
Like gods, exactly.
Dude, how did you do that? Yeah, show me your secrets. Yeah. No, it is weird to me, but yeah, that the whole I struggle as a single guy, and dude, you're honestly you're lucky. The grass is always greener. So I view married people as being lucky, like they don't have to deal with this bullshit anymore.
But just hang in there, my man. It's just keep.
When you
be picky. I always tell dudes, be picky.
When you start floating into dating the millennials, like I go out, I'll go out with a 28-year-old, or they start getting at 30, it kind of all straightens out. But when you start going 26, 28, 29, I literally have to Google half the conversation. Like I don't know what the fuck they're saying. It's totes, lit, woke, like everything's LOL or MOMG, emoji talk on the texting. Like I have to Google
emoji talk to your face, dude. That's what
dude, I have to like Google the emoji. I'm like, what the fuck is she saying? Has English become that fucking cumbersome? Like I don't know what the fuck you're trying to tell me. Like
so
it's dude,
I just can't. I can't.
The trying to date the millennial is very tricky and difficult. They're
going to wipe themselves out, man. I mean, most of the millennials, they're not going to reproduce. They're going to wind up with puppy dogs and cats, and they'll be extinct.
Dude, the chart came out today. I just saw it on Zero Hedge's Twitter feed. I think it's like 32% of them live at home with their parents.
Of course, dude, they always will.
One out of three, dude. 1 out of 3. That's from age 20 years old to 34.
Yep.
So
meanwhile, our generation, Gen X, we couldn't wait to hit 18 to get the hell out.
Yeah, dude, I had buddies whose parents kicked them out at 17. Like, get the fuck out. Like, he's like, I'm still in high school. Like, get the fuck out. Like, what are you doing? So, it was a different fucking world then. Now it's, I gotta live with my parents. Where else am I gonna take fucking selfies from? I don't know. Dude, we live in interesting times, and the amazing thing is 10 years from now we'll be even more fucking insane than it is. When you really take a snapshot of where we're at now, think about just 10 years ago. Like everything I do on a daily basis, be it trading fucking cryptos or getting in a fucking Uber or fucking my phone, checking shit on my phone, everything. None of that shit existed 10 years ago. Like it was, not, I mean, it's fucking, shit's changing quick. Moore's law is fucking taking effect. Shit's changing quickly.
Big time. Talking about things changing quick, shifting gears real quick, buddy. What do you think about Imran Awan, Debbie Wasserman Schultz's IT guy, and the shitstorm surrounding that?
I'm stealing this, but I'm my one addiction is Twitter because it's so useful for getting real time news. But and listening to our president talk shit. But the best way I could phrase it is stealing it from someone else I already heard it from. Is while while the Democrats and media are running around looking for this magic Russian unicorn hacking shit, like Democrats are out smashing servers with hammers and hard drives, like in every single direction.
Right.
Dude, it's true. Like, so.
Well, they're recycling, bro. That's how they recycle.
Dude, and she, I guess, didn't she like threaten the congressional police or something? Like, let him go. So I guess the congressional police stopped him and tried this, and she's like, let him go. You don't know. So like total obstruction of justice, total shadeball shit, total. Dude, these people, they're destroying evidence. I mean, I don't know what the like. If we heard of any Republican, like, do we have a photo of Rand Paul smashing servers? Like, what the fuck? Dude, there's like smoking guns for Democrats everywhere, but we have to focus on, you know, the 20-minute Russia meeting with a Russian lawyer for Trump's son. Like, dude, it's a scam. It's a scam and it's a joke. That's an evil bitch, dude. A very evil bitch. Dude, the WikiLeaks confirms it. This server shit is just solidifies what we all already suspect. She is a shadeball, thieving, corrupt piece of shit. I mean, who the fuck? And isn't he like a foreigner, national? And him and his family was working on it too.
He spends most of his time in Pakistan, and he cleared over $5 million with these guys. He had a remote offsite server. They had access to every friggin' email you could imagine. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on, bro. It's terrible.
No, it's straight up the shit. The shit they're looking for with Trump is right in front of their own eyes with their own.
They're the ones doing it.
Yeah. It's just honestly just psychological projection. It's all like we're accusing you of doing it because we're all fucking doing it.
It's like the analogy I gave in the morning show. It's the who farted kid. It's like the kid who says, "Who farted?" Meanwhile, he's the one who farted.
Is that what you said?
That's what I said.
I gotta listen to your morning show today.
Yeah.
I fucking miss.
Brace yourself, man. You gotta put on your seatbelts.
It's funny. It's funny because it's true.
Who farted? Somebody farted. Meanwhile, it's him. It's the kid all along.
It's you, asshole, in the elevator.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. No, that's dude, their whole party's fucking shitty and corrupt, and did you see the revenue for like the quarter of the month? They were
negative 3.3 million.
Yeah, they were outpaced at like what I was like, dude, fuck. Like even your own sheep don't even cut you checks anymore. Like that's how fucking pathetic you've all come.
Yeah.
They came up with a new slogan a couple days ago too. It's a better deal or something shit like that. Who the fuck knows? It's some bull. Like after finally realizing that maybe their identity politics for the last 2 years is the only thing they sell.
Yeah.
They came up with some new slogan, something with the word deal in it. I'm not sure it's a better deal or some sort of.
Oh yeah, it's better deal. That's what it is.
Something like that, yeah. And it's more bullshit. They need, dude. And this is, God bless Trump. He's fucking funny as shit. He is fucking gonna lock down. He's gonna lock down the fucking Rust Belt like a motherfucker.
Yep.
And dude, some new factory and money just flew into Wisconsin.
Yep.
There was the fucking
Foxconn,
Ohio,
bro. Foxconn, who makes Apple, who makes all of Apple's products. Dude, Foxconn, baby.
Another Ohio rally a couple days ago. He's gonna lock down fucking Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Florida in the next 2 years. He's gonna make sure they're all happy as fuck. And it doesn't matter who the fucking Democrats throw up. He knows what the fuck he's doing. He knows where that whole Rust Belt is the election right there.
That is.
California is not flipping. Heads up. Texas is not flipping. Heads up. Some states are locked down. That Rust Belt, he knows what the fuck he's not stupid. No, but he'll lock that down, and it'll be fucking game fucking over before it even starts.
I agree. I totally agree. That's exactly. And who are the Democrats going to run? They were prepping that dumb prick emo wet noodle kid. What's his name? John Ossoff, whatever his name is, the guy who lost Big League.
Yeah, I thought, dude, they got a new fucking messiah every
other week. Now it's some chicken, some girl who's in San Francisco, some city council congresswoman, whatever the hell her name is. Looks like Shaka Khan. And she's supposed to go up against Trump.
Shaka Khan.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be Booker from Jersey and Warren from Matt. That's who I thought, but now
Elizabeth Warren. Oh, yeah.
They're really pumping that new California senator. I forgot her fucking name. She replaced one of the other bitches, Boxer or Feinstein.
Yeah, that's Shaka Khan.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what her real name is. I just call her Shaka Khan.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't, dude. I don't keep track of her name too. I just hear CNN trying to pump her once a week. Like, she said this.
Yeah, like she's so freaking relevant. A freaking clueless dumb idiot.
Dude, she's been a senator for like a week, and everything's everything's virtue signaling, identity. It's the same bullshit we've been hearing for fucking 8 years, but nothing fucking different. No, I think he's gonna steamroll them in 2020. I don't know how 2018 plays out.
2018, a lot of these guys get voted out of office, on both the Republican and Democrat side. A lot of these establishment guys, the swamp training continues because everything that they're doing, trying to energize the base against Trump, it's not working. It's not going to work. It never has worked. Because all they're doing is they're just convincing the people who've already been convinced from day one that they don't like Trump. They're not winning any new converts.
Yeah, well, they should know by now the base is not enough. If it was, they would have won in 2016.
Exactly.
The fucking the bullshit is they do need some new message, because if anything, since the election, I don't really give a shit what Trump's approval rating is. The Democrats' approval rating is more pathetic.
Oh my God.
So yeah, people are watching what's going on. They're watching cities burn, and they're watching. You think all these suburban people in the Rust Belt like seeing all these pussy hats on Tuesday afternoon while the kids are in school, or gender re-education, So yeah, keep pushing your bullshit. It didn't work last time. Maybe it'll work this time. But
they're gonna. Yeah, the libtards are gonna go to war against us, Gus. Remember that video of those 4 boys from Chicago? They were practicing near the lake. They're doing their karate moves in front of us and videotaping it of their self-defense courses.
We're trying to fight fascism and oppression. Oh, it's karate kick. Dude, it took me watching it like 5 times to figure out if it was like parody or not. I thought it was a joke.
Nope, it's real.
It looks like, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Boogie Nights, where he the Dirk Diggler karate, like he just starts doing the karate kicks and shit when he's cutting out Brock Landers and Chester Rockwell. But it looked like a parody. I thought it was a joke for the first 5 times I watched it, but they're pretty fucking, dude, it's pretty fucking funny. That's what we're up against.
It truly is, man. It's truly hilarious to see this, and that's why I'm not worried about the far left, because they don't reproduce.
Well, that's a blessing, and the beauty. Like I think it was just our buddy Elon Musk, who just said something like,
the snake oil salesman.
By the way, he's got like 7 kids himself.
He does?
I think he's got like 6 or 7 kids, I think.
From the same person?
And I do not know. I always think, because every time
I overlook this.
Every time he brings up population being a problem, people just start blasting him like, dude, you have 6 fucking kids. I've seen him get blown up like numerous times. Every time.
Yeah, he's going full Howard Hughes on us, man.
Well, dude, what's the latest thing? He bluffed the East Coast train shit. He was like saying, "Oh, I've talked to city councils and everything's approved." And like people contacted the New York State authorities and were like, "We don't know what the fuck you're talking about." Like, never.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's basically, dude. His
I was on Coast to Coast when I was on Coast to Coast AM, and one of the callers called in. He's like, "What are your thoughts about Elon Musk and what he's doing in New York?" I'm like, "He's not doing jack shit in New York. What are you talking about?" And I said, he's gone full Howard Hughes. He's literally making up crap. Then he's like mumbling and jittering every other 30 seconds. "Oh, watch out for the AI. The AI is coming. It's gonna come." And I'm like, "What happened, dude? Did you get into one of your stupid Tesla cars and the thing, started on its own and rammed itself into a wall, you dumbass, and now you think the AI is out to kill you?"
Well, that's the whole liberal thing, though. It's all the celebrities, and that's what they've done. Musk, they've tried to make the Iron Man character and all this. It's do as I say, not as I do. So
Iron Man, who runs a company that hasn't turned a profit since day one. Iron Man, who has a company that loses money on every car they sell. Iron Man, if it weren't for government subsidies and carbon trading, would be out of business and back in South Africa trying to fend off genocide over there. That's Iron Man, give me a break. This guy's got nothing on Tony Stark.
Dude, they're all the same. Like
Yep.
you'll Leonardo DiCaprio bitching about energy, and then he flies around having orgies on private jets
in a G7. While spoke, he doesn't realize the amount of carbon that was emitting when that drug cartel plane had to fly in from Colombia.
Yeah, dude, those silly fucking rules are only for the peasants. There's stories like a lot of them like bathe in fucking bottled water and shit. Like water, we need fresh water. And meanwhile, like Demi Moore's taking like Evian bottled water baths and shit. Like what the fuck? Like, which is fine if you kept your fucking mouth shut, but you don't. Be consistent. Right. Yeah, just keep your fucking mouth shut. It'd be like me telling people like, dude, leave people alone. This is all they have: virtue signaling, authoritarian. They're all sick fucks. Yeah, they're all sick fucks. Every single one of them.
That's it. With that being said, Gus, we have come to another end of an exciting broadcast. Folks, check out Gus's website, perpetualassets.com. And I've told everybody this. Listen, if you got a stinking 401k and you're scared of shitless about it and you're wondering, hey, what do I do? What do I do before my 401k becomes a 101k? Then you need to contact Gus and his buddy Will over at perpetualassets.com. Let these guys go ahead and get you into a fully controlled, in your hands, self-directed IRA. They'll show you the ropes. They'll get the process started and take control of your own financial destiny. Gus, why don't you plug in a little more details on how that works, man?
At perpetualassets.com, go to our LLC IRA page, do some research, IRAs, 401ks, etc. We have video after video after video after article. A lot of craziness the last 6 months. It allows you to invest in cryptocurrencies. We have a lot of people pounding Ethereum and Bitcoin or Litecoin on it. We don't tell you what to invest in. You decide. A lot of our clients obviously are biased towards gold and silver, but you get to take your retirement account becomes a little asset management company, a holding firm, and you get to decide what assets it buys and sells and holds. Again, we don't run it for you. We just structure everything and facilitate everything so that you could take control of it. And asterisk, don't forget, we've had many clients come over from the show, and remember to mention you guys came from the show. So that way we take care of V, and we take care of those who take care of us. We take care of CJ and V for plugging us all the time and being such great affiliates of ours.
Just say the ape sent you.
We'll figure it out. The ape is perfect. That's all we need to know.
Just say the ape. APE. There's a coupon discount code. There it is. Oh, man. Gus Demos, everyone, thank you for hanging out with us. And thank you, Gus, for allowing us to cuss with you.
Dude, my pleasure as always, my friend. Have a wonderful weekend, and look forward to talking next week.
Definitely. Take it away, CJ.